With us now is junior quarterback Alex Carter. Alex threw for 300 yards in a game for the fifth time in his career last week against Central with 355 and 3 touchdowns. Alex, it was made very clear and very public that our focus was excellent last week. What does the team do to continue that focus this week and moving forward?
I think we have to take this as a springboard. Beating our rival was something that we kind of all had in the back of our minds, and it was something that we thought about all year, and it was something that motivated us. And now that we're kind of after the fact, and we accomplished what we set out as our goal, I think now we need to. The question is how good can we be, and how special can we make this season? And I think it all comes back to how we prepare during the week and our approach daily, not just necessarily executing on Saturday. And I think if we can do that, I think we can really make something special this season.
This was a team in 2008 when you guys beat them that left you guys pretty beat up. I mean, you're obviously a player who takes some hits from time to time. Have you thought about that going into this game? This is a different looking team than a lot of teams you face, even Big Ten teams. Have you thought about that?
Absolutely. I mean, they're good athletes. They fly around. The speed of the game is faster, and I think we're ready for it. And I think it's something that we really need. This is the test that we need right now. We beat our rival, which is great. But it was the third game of the season. We talked about it so much that I don't know. I think some of the focus came off of the latter half of the season, and this is when it really counts. And I think having this team right now, before we really get into the meat of our MAC play, it couldn't come at a better time. I think the guys are really going to step up to the plate, and I want to see how good we are, because this is a ranked team, and I want to see, like I said, I just want to see how good we can be.
You seem to kind of zone in on Jordan with good reason. Many times during that game. Mm-hmm. Were you looking for him all the time, or just depend on your reads, or they didn't seem to be able to cover him?
Yeah, there were some moments when just by design Jordan was getting the ball, just based on my reads and where they were taking me defensively. But at other times there were moments when I was like, I want to give this kid a shot, because he really is a special player. And there was one drive I remember, I buried 2 passes, just really bad, really underthrew him, and I wanted to get back to him so bad, and we ended up throwing a touchdown pass on the third try, and it was basically the same throw, so I ended up being 1 for 3 on that throw. But just always looking for him, because like I said, he's such a weapon, such a great athlete.
That was the same. It looked like the same play from the layman's perspective. Was it pretty much the same play? Were you surprised?
It was kind of the same area of the field we were trying to attack, just different ways to kind of get there. Okay. But yeah, I saw that hole there, and it wasn't necessarily the biggest window in the world, but I knew I could find it, and I knew I could find Jordan in there.
Talk about, I asked Coach about this, you holding up for the whole season, but yet we had you run 3 consecutive plays down by the goal line. Was that's your call to make? Is that a run pass out?
Yeah, again, it comes down to what the defense gives us. I'm gonna, I don't mind running the ball, and they know that. And if the defense gives us that look, then I don't have any issues, ducking my shoulder in there. And I think, we can expose a lot of defenses that way. Sometimes defenses can't be right because we have so many options out there.
Talk about this offensive line a little bit. A lot was made of it going into the season was the biggest question mark. They seem to have held up beyond expectations.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's only going to get better as well. The injuries coming in was, some adversity. Just haven't even played a game yet, and we already got a couple guys hurt, and there were some questions. But I think these guys that have come in are getting more comfortable by the day. They're understanding things better. They're understanding the pace of the game, and like I say all the time, our coach, our offensive line coach, A.J. Ricker, has done a phenomenal job. I think not only with their mindsets and how they play the game, but just their approach and kind of becoming a unit. And I think that's what they're becoming, and it's special to watch.
Is Mealy one of the more intimidating guys you've ever seen?
Absolutely. I've tried to spend as much time around Mealy as possible on and off the field, just because I really like the guy. he's so intense, and there's some mystery to him at the same time. You know, you don't always know if he's what he's thinking, and it's kind of scary. And so I want to make sure he's on my side.
What the running backs? You had a lot of by committee kind of the running backs, but the running game has been fairly solid.
Mm-hmm.
Can you comment on that and how that opens up the passing game?
Absolutely. I think, you know, it comes back to the offensive line and getting movement up front. But at the same time, we have explosive backs, and we have a lot of them. We just got to keep guys healthy, and I think that if we can become as equal running and passing as we can, and try to be as 50 and unpredictable as possible, I think that's where our offense is going to really shine.
That was a couple of those fumbles last week look more like maybe miscommunication, or are you guys, is he still working on gelling like the center, like that high snap or stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean, it's just no. I mean, there was the one high snap that I probably honestly should have handled, and the other ones were just all my fault. I think it was just, I don't know. It wasn't necessarily anything to do with anybody else. It was just kind of my issues, but I got it all worked out.
Have you seen film on Illinois I Trust
Yes.
already?
Mm-hmm.
The last game they had, I don't know, 8 or 9 tackles for loss.
Mm-hmm.
How do you expect to combat that?
I mean, like I said, they are an explosive defense. But we got to approach every game the same, and understanding that we can move the ball offensively, and we have weapons of our own, regardless of who we're playing. So we're going to prepare like it's any other week, and go out there and give our best effort.